Welcome to the Student Success Workshop, Effective Goal Setting, sponsored by the Office of Academic Advising for the Huizenga College of Business. We hope this presentation will provide some helpful tips for your academic success. If you have questions or would like to discuss further, please call the Office of Academic Advising and schedule an appointment with your academic advisor. Whether meeting a personal or professional goal, the key to success takes thoughtful planning and preparation. This workshop will outline strategies to help you achieve your goal. More than likely, you have heard of the concept of SMART goals. Most organizations use this process to set goals for the organization, and you may have been involved in the process. It is easily transferable to setting personal goals as well. SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based. Let's use as an example that you would like to increase your cumulative grade point average. Using the SMART goals process, let's develop a goal that can be achieved. Specific. What GPA would you like to achieve? Currently, you have a 3.5 GPA and would like to increase to a 3.8 for eligibility to join an honor society. That is pretty specific. Let's continue. Measurable. The fact that you have identified a numerical GPA indicates that the goal can be measured. Attainable. Really? Okay, you just figured out that you need all A's in the courses remaining in your degree program to achieve a 3.8 cumulative GPA. Is this attainable for you? Are you sure that you will be able to earn all A's in remaining coursework? This is not for us to judge, but we do suggest that you seriously look at the coursework remaining and assign an attainable and realistic goal. Timely. What? You only have 4 courses remaining in your degree program? Maybe some adjustments are needed in the initial goal. As you can see, just setting the goal takes time and is a very thoughtful process. However, setting a goal that can be met is a goal in itself. You have now set your SMART goal and are ready to move forward to put the goal into action. We have completed step 1 by setting the SMART goal. Step 2 is to develop a plan toward achieving your goal. As you develop your plan, be sure that activities are realistic. For example, if you are not a morning person, is it wise to plan to wake up 2 hours earlier each day to study? Certainly a commitment to the goal is imperative. Are you ready to make some lifestyle changes? Perhaps your goal may require that you make some sacrifices. Let's see what it will take to achieve your goal and be prepared to affirm your commitment. Do you have a clear vision of your goal? This means that you clearly understand whether this goal can be met in 2 semesters or whether it will take a little longer. At what point can you see yourself meeting this goal? Developing a plan is the most significant step of the process. You now have a 3.5 GPA. How many credits do you have remaining in your degree program? A 3.5 grade point average means that you have primarily been earning B's and some A's, so you know that you will have to earn better grades in the future. Calculate your projected grade point average with the remaining courses as A's. Your academic advisor can assist with this process if needed. If your projected GPA is not a 3.8, then you need to go back and readjust a goal. Think very carefully about the new goal. If the projected GPA is 3.8, do you think it is realistic that you will earn all A's in remaining coursework? Now is the time to adjust your goal and think a little bit more realistically about the goal. This step can apply to any situation. For example, you want to lose 20 pounds for a class reunion coming up. The reunion is in 3 weeks. Not likely to lose 20 pounds in 3 weeks. However, losing 20 pounds may still be the goal. How much of the weight could you lose in 3 weeks? Just some tweaking of the goal is the intention of this step. To begin developing the plan, first evaluate what you have been doing to maintain your current GPA. Have you been taking 2 courses per term? Perhaps you have devoted your weekends to study. Does your remaining coursework appear to be more challenging? That is, did you leave the quantitative coursework until the end of your program because it would be more challenging? Obviously, to increase your GPA, you will need to do more. Do you need to increase study time as you currently are only able to complete assignments and not apply effective study skills? Do you have the extra time? Maybe your favorite TV shows will have to be sacrificed. Perhaps you will need to cut back to 1 course per term. Have you ever taken an exam and although you thought you had studied, you did not earn the grade you would have liked? Perhaps your study skills need to be enhanced. You may request assistance from your academic advisor for study tips. So, you have decided to only register for 1 course per term, enhance your study skills, and increase the time allotted to studying from 4 hours per week to 6 hours per week. Let's go to work. You know the saying, it's easier said than done. Well, that is quite true. We now have to put the plan into action. There are a couple of items that you can place on your calendar now. Perhaps scheduling an advising appointment to discuss the order in which you will take your coursework. Remember, you plan to take 1 course at a time. Do not let the extra time added to your degree completion date change your mind. Also, plan for financial aid if you will only be taking 1 course during summer term. Your academic advisor can also share with you the GPA calculator to better project the grades needed to reach your goal. Schedule study sessions. Spreading out your study times in small chunks during the week will be more effective than cramming all weekend. Plan times that include work schedule, family and personal obligations, and include some social or recreational time. Find out if there are study groups you could join and when they meet. Add to your calendar. There are several ideas about how many hours per week a student should devote to studying. However, it is not the quantity of time, but the quality of time that will make the difference. Your study skills in a graduate program will likely differ significantly than the study habits you may have had in your undergraduate experience. It is important that you go beyond the memorization of facts and begin to think more critically about the material you are studying. You need to understand the material for the long term and be able to apply to your professional roles. Huizenga College of Business also offers a study skills workshop that you may find very beneficial to helping meet your goal. By midterm, you should have an idea as to whether you are making progress toward your goal. Have you been able to complete Step 1 successfully? Have any grades from papers or exams shown progress? You should adjust plans accordingly. Outreach to your faculty member to inquire about study guides, study groups, tutoring, etc. that may be helpful. If additional help is needed regarding study skills and campus resources that may be useful, please contact your academic advisor. Just a few tips to help you meet your goals. Number 1 is to take ownership of your goals. Make sure that this is a goal that you would like to meet and not a suggestion from someone else. If you have a plan that is contingent upon mom babysitting, be sure that she has agreed. Make sure that you have secured all the necessary resources. Sometimes what you first thought was achievable suddenly seems totally out of reach. Take time to consider the circumstances that have changed since you set your goal. Maybe the babysitting arrangement did not work out. Are there other options? Before you decide to lower your initial expectations, come up with an alternative solution, keeping the initial goal in front of you. If you have family members, be sure that you include them in your planning. If this means that you may miss a soccer game or family outing, how can you balance your family time in other ways? Your family could be your number one support team. Include them in your plans as much as possible. Be sure that you do not compromise relationships with your employer and co-workers. You need to ensure that you will meet those obligations as well. You are in charge, so be sure to stay focused and on track. If your midterm evaluation has shown progress, reward yourself. You can even reward yourself for baby steps. Perhaps the first week of class you followed your planned schedule. Good job. No one said this was going to be easy. Lastly, some key points to help you meet your goal. Manage your time. Note class meetings and deadlines in a planner, agenda book. Prioritize other responsibilities. Delegate, eliminate commitments, etc. Schedule time to study, work, sleep, spend time with family, friends, etc. Create effective study habits. Choose a location. Create a schedule. Take breaks. Eliminate outside distractions. Outline notes. Read, research, practice with others. Identify your support system. Develop a positive working relationship with your professor. Form study groups with your peers. Seek student resources, such as advising, tutoring, counseling, etc., as needed. The Office of Academic Advising is here to support and assist in any way that we can. Please feel free to reach out to your academic advisor for assistance. Good luck.